All right, we are live. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Buckle up, get ready for takeoff. Today, we're flying to the territory of artificial intelligence. Yes, our destination today is AI. The AI revolution is here. Now, right now, there's nobody in the stream, but that's okay because I'm marching forward because of the playback. So what I have on the screen, there's a channel called Prepper Princess, and she's going to talk about what is happening with AI. Hello, Jose. And so the AI revolution is here. We're going to let a few more people chime in before I start the video. So this lady Prepper Princess is going to tell us what's going on. And I'm going to show you some other videos. We're going to look some up and show you what's going on with robotics. So if you think AI isn't coming for your job, you better think again. It's been expensive, and I'll quit the sub to VO3. So Jose says he uses it. Now I use AI in my videos. I use it to make my thumbnails. I'm using it to help me with my script or outline, which is sometimes displayed right in front of me. I still worked about the legality. So anyway, I do use AI myself. Like I said, thumbnails, script, the headline, the name of the video, right? But I'm still filming. It's still me. You're still seeing the real me. And I don't always follow the script 100%, which I don't. It's only there to keep me focused. I'm also trying to keep my videos under 20 minutes. Under 17 if I can help it. I don't know if you've noticed in the last few days, my videos have changed somewhat. I'm still putting out videos that I want to make. I'll see a story on CBS or KY3, and I'm going, ooh, that's a good topic. Like the one about the zoo, right? How this zoo in Denmark is asking you to donate your unwanted pets as food for their animals. Yeah. I heard under the user contract, they own the videos. To user contract up on using their services. Jose. So it's been expensive, and I'll quit the sub to VO3. It's still working. So some people do use AI. I use it, like I said, but only to a point. So anyway, let's get started with Prepper Princess here. And like I said, this ChatGPT just released 5.0. I'm telling you, if you are a graphic designer, you're a writer, it's over for you. It's over. Wait till the robots come. Oh, there's a series you got to check out. Talk about AI. This is a science fiction show called Caprica. It's pre-Battlestar Galactica. It shows you how they invented AI in their society. They created these robots to do menial tasks. But I'm telling you, humans, I think I'm hearing thunder. Humans tend to choose the path of least resistance. I've been using ChatGPT, but now it's asking me for payment. Oh, well, you're using the free version. There's the pay $20 a month version, which is probably all you need. Because I thought about that myself. It depends on what I need it for. In the form of an upgrade to the monthly sub. Yeah, you gotta watch those subscribers. As far as how many subscriptions you have, you need to make a list, Jose, of what you're subscribed to, because it. There are people who are subscribed to everything, and it's costing them hundreds of dollars a month. They go, where's my money going? Well, you subscribe to this, 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 this. So keep track of what you're subscribed to. Like I'm subscribed to Amazon Prime, Spotify, and YouTube Premium. That's it. That's it. That's all I have. Because I use Spotify all the time, download music. I upload to YouTube. I watch YouTube videos. So I get something out of it. Amazon Prime, I'm not sure what I'm getting out of it, but I still have it. I'm paying $120 for a Google Gemini. Next month it goes to $250. Wow, that's incredible. So there are now 6 people in here, and we need to get started with this lady's video. And like I said, wait till the robots come. Did you know that some fast food places are already using AI? Think about McDonald's, for instance. McDonald's is already set up to do AI. It's set up to be automated. If you want to check out artificial intelligence, check out the sci-fi series Caprica. If you're a fan of Battlestar Galactica, you'll enjoy this. It makes you wonder what they're doing. Are we headed down the same path? All right, there's now 9 people in here. Let's get started. Let's get going here.
On Almost Nothing. If you are interested in purchasing my book, I will leave a link down in the description box below. I don't know if all of you can see the writing on the wall, but I do want to talk about AI and how it is eventually, within time, going to take almost all jobs. Here's what I'm seeing as of right now with the very, very beginning stages of AI. I'm seeing, for starters, a lot of videos on YouTube. TikTok are all made from AI software. There's not even a real person that.
Yeah, she's right. There's a lot of videos already on YouTube that are totally AI generated. I partially AI in the fact with my script, thumbnails, my headline, but it's still me. People who know how to prompt AI. Good evening, Captain. I'm a senior with Snap. I pay $5 a month for Amazon Prime. What? You're only paying $5 a month for Amazon Prime? Ah, I pay more than that. A little bit. I think I'm paying about $15. I only pay once a year. It's like $200 a year. So, wow. But yeah, I love my Amazon Prime. Let's get back to the video. She's right. There's a lot of AI slop. It's on Facebook. It's on YouTube. It's everywhere. But wait, on Facebook, I know how to avoid AI slop. On YouTube, I'll start watching a video, but if I can't see you, I can't see you, then you're hiding behind a camera and you're putting out slop. No, thank you. Okay, let's get back to her. Consumerism, yeah. AI is coming for people's jobs. Wait till the robots arrive. Because McDonald's is already set up to be automated. Think about how the layout of McDonald's is laid out. They have workstations, right? You put one AI bot in each workstation. If they can sell these humanoid lookalikes to be love companions, what's to stop an unscrupulous person like myself from thinking, if they can teach that female bot to, be intimate, or cook or clean, I can teach it to make French fries. The technology to automate McDonald's is already here. I can build an animatronic robot with a basic AI learning program, then network it with the other robots at McDonald's and link it to a central computer. Now, the technology to do all that is already here. Just got to bring the cost down to less than $100,000 a unit. If we can get it down to less than $50,000 a unit, goodbye employees. I don't need employees. The McDonald's stand is totally run by robots, and you're not going to care because when you drive up to the drive-through window, you order through a microphone, you pick it up at the next window magically. You don't care how you get your quarter pounder. All you're thinking about is getting your quarter pounder quickly and affordably. Yeah, I'm just pointing that out there. All right, let's get back to the video.
That is making the video, and it can be completely false video, made up, not real content. The pictures and the quality make it look absolutely real. This is disheartening in a lot of ways, but I can see the other side of it, where if you are a YouTube creator, you can create content the way that you want for very cheaply, with very little effort, make money on YouTube, and you get to keep your anonymity. You don't have to worry about the comments because they're not really making comments towards you. AI is also part of the algorithm. It's the bots in the comments. It's a huge part of YouTube, and a lot of creators are quitting. Why would you want to put your face out there if you can do it for cheap, free, and stay anonymous? I don't know if you know this, but a lot of books, just authors, books are now being written by AI. So whatever you're thinking, there used to be this thing called ghostwriters. Suze Orman is a big proponent, a big user of ghostwriters. A lot of her books she didn't actually write herself. They were written by other people, and then they tie it.
Okay, she's making another point here. First, we got AI, people using AI to make YouTube videos. I thought about that myself, creating a second YouTube channel. Because of that Sydney Sweeney, that hot, young, blonde that advertised those jeans, I thought, what if I could set up an avatar and she's a cute blonde, right? Create a second YouTube channel, create my avatar, and she's a sexy blonde. I have 100,000 subscribers just like that. And the topic would be dating and relationships. I could hook a lot of lonely men. Think about that. How hard would that be? I'm already looking into that. I'm already thinking about that. Instead of seeing me, well, you'll see me on this channel, but I'll set up another channel that'll be a cute blonde, and you won't know the difference. She's hot, she's sexy, and she's going to get subscribers. She's going to get views, and I'll make money. No, I'm seriously considering that. I am not joking. The technology for me to pull that off is here, and I got to make money too. I'm just being brutally honest here. And now she's talking about fake authors. You can get ChatGPT to write your book. And let's get back to the video. Yeah, she's going to talk about that. If you're using ChatGPT to write your book, you're not an author. Me, I want to write my own book. Say what I want to say, like I do in my videos.
It to her name with her permission, and then she gets a percentage of the profits of the books. Ghostwriting is a big thing. I've been contacted by ghostwriters asking if they wanted me to write a series of 6 or 7 books, and they would take a certain percentage and use my name to promote it. And I said, no, if I'm going to write a book, I'm going to write it. I'm going to write it the way I want. And I'm going to make sure that everybody knows that I wrote every single word. So you've got writers, and that's not just with books. That's with articles online. A lot of, what are they? I think they're not contractors, but people who freelancing writers, kind of like Spider-Man was a freelance photographer. So freelance writers who typically wrote for MSN, Yahoo, all the big Google, they write these articles, are now being written by AI, and those people are just all that college education for English and writing and philosophy and stuff like that it's going to do them no good. They're going to have to find a job in another field. We're already seeing in certain large cities driverless cars, not just driverless as in like you're commuting and you're driving a driverless car. Tesla is partially driverless.
Yeah, driverless cars. I have my own vending machine route. When people ask me if I was worried about AI taking over, I would say no AI with any respect. I would say no AI with any respect would do my job. Well, if you have a vending route, you're probably safe. But fast food workers in the next 3 years, gone. Gone. All the fast food workers will be gone. You may say, Jeremiah, I would never put robots in my restaurant. I want humans. You can say that all you want, then complain you can't find employees. You can't get people hired. People, they're lazy. They're playing on their phones. They'd rather smoke and vape and do whatever else, not take care of customers. And you got a competitor down the road, and he's using robots, and he's undercutting you because he could put his product out cheaper than you can because he doesn't have the expenses. And in order for you to compete, you're going to have to hire robots. Just saying, just putting that out there. Let's get back to the video.
It will, but I'm talking about things like Uber. Like Uber, calling somebody to get a ride. The car shows up and there's no driver, and it takes you to your destination. This is already being done in some large cities. Eventually, it will come to the point where there's going to be this double speak in politics, and they're going to say, well, the technology is so good that it's safer to drive an autonomous vehicle than it is to drive yourself. So now we're going to outlaw driver cars. You can only drive a driver.
I don't think they're going to be doing that anytime soon. As far as outlawing driver cars, too many people drive. They love driving their cars. That's not going to happen anytime soon. But you are seeing more driverless cars. Remember this guy? Remember Kit? What happened to this flashing light? There it is. Remember Kit from Knight Rider? Yeah. Wow. Kit can do all kinds of things. See? This was a TV show way back in the day. And now we have cars that can do everything except turbo boost. What? No turbo boost? I mean, he can't just go. I just thought I'd put that out there. But don't robots cost dollars? But look what a human being costs. Okay, let's say you could pick up a robot that'll make French fries with a basic AI learning program, and it's networked with the other robots. You can get them for $50,000 a unit. What are you going to pay an employee that may or may not show up for work, that would rather play on their phone and vape? Think about that. So, okay. So, I just want you to think about that for a second. Let's get back to the video. So, like I said, remember Knight Rider? Kit could do all kinds of neat things. Kit was driverless. We can all have our own Kit cars. But I'd rather drive myself. I still would.
driverless car. And then when you get to that point, you're looking at people not owning a car, because what's the point in owning a car that you're not allowed to drive anyway? It has to be a driverless vehicle by law. And when you look at that, look at the DMV. Look at all of those jobs at the DMV where you go in, you take your test, you get your photo taken, they do the background checks, and then the sales of the vehicles are just going to be corporate. Eventually, this is all eventual. This is not like tomorrow. This is going to be eventual stuff. And this is just what I'm seeing in the future. And I'm sure that you guys can probably see the writing on the wall too. So what happens to all those jobs at the DMV? And then I mean, maybe auto mechanics would still have jobs, but then you start thinking about robots. So right now, as you all know, we live in a society now where we order our own food and we check out our own groceries. When is it going to get to the point where it's all done via robotics, or not even robotics, just they can track what is on your person as you leave the store and it automatically gets charged to your digital account? They don't even have to, they already know because you have a chip or something, and that's how I'm not talking biblical, I'm talking technology. Yeah, we all know about the buy, sell, or eat, but I'm talking about people going into a grocery store. I think that they already did that somewhere. I think it's in San Francisco where you don't.
Yes. It's already being done. It's called Amazon Go. Amazon Go. It's already being done. That's what she's talking about. My late wife and I did a video on this some years ago, and I'm amazed that they don't have this technology everywhere. I told my late wife, yes, Nicodemus, robots would be cheaper and way more productive in the long term. Yeah, we can't stand having to ring ourselves up at Walmart. I figured they owe us dollars as if we were employees. Free labor. An employer wouldn't have to pay benefits. Exactly. Sometimes I prefer self-checkout. I'm guilty of it. I used it today. If I'm only picking up 5 or 6 items at Walmart, there's a thunderstorm out there. I'm going to use self-checkout. It's just faster, more convenient. Employer wouldn't have to pay benefits. That's so true. But here's the downside of robots taking over fast food. That's going to happen. If you're pizza delivery, if you're fast food, or you're a Walmart employee, Walmart's going to replace all their workers in the next 5 years. You better find another job besides Walmart. You better find something else besides being a Whopper flopper. I'm telling you, robots are coming. Once they come, it's going to be like our smartphones. Remember when the smartphones first came out? Only a few people had them. Within 5 years, everybody you knew had a smartphone. Think about that. How fast everybody got a smartphone. Think about how fast people plugged into Facebook. How fast TikTok grew. Well, there will be maintenance costs, of course. Well, there's maintenance costs for humans too. Robots will still be cheaper than humans. Robots will work 24 hours a day. McDonald's is not open 24 hours, but now if you own a McDonald's stand, you can be open 24 hours a day. If you're Walmart, you can now be open 24 hours a day because you got robots. Depending on the neighborhood you're located in. If you're in a low crime area, yeah, you can be open 24 hours a day. That's more money. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Absolutely. So AI is coming. Wait till the robots get here. I'm going to find you a video of what these robots can do. It's just incredible. We're gonna get back to Prepper Princess here.
Even there's no checkouts. They just do the barcode via security cameras or something, but it's going to advance and get even more so. So what happens to all the cashiers? What happens when those trucks are now driverless trucks and the offloading is done via automatic systems, and then all of the stuff is put specifically onto the shelf? Again, they already have this at Amazon distribution warehouses where robots will pick up certain products and they will fulfill orders via a robot. We have a casino here that has a robot waiter. It's eerie to see when you're sitting down to have some pizza and your waiter comes by to pick up your plates and it's a robot. Just saying, that's weird.
No, that would be cool. Apparently, a pizza joint here in Marshfield supposedly had a robot. Now it's gone. I don't know. I really wanted to go see that robot. But robots are coming. Robots are coming. The downside is robots don't pay taxes. Without tax revenue, you can't finance food stamps or Medicaid, Medicare, and all the safety nets that the government put in place. Without taxpayers, you can't have a universal basic income either. That money's got to come from somewhere. If you don't have taxpayers to pay for it, there is no UBI. Putting that out there. No safety nets because there's no one paying the taxes to pay for it. Someone has to pay for it.
There's more. It's everywhere. Graphic artists now. Graphic artists are basically like not necessary. Special effects on movies. Here's something interesting that somebody did. You can go ahead and Google this. The movie Gravity with Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. There was a specific scene in that movie that cost, I don't know, $5 million, some huge amount of money to make that scene. It was like $5 million. Nobody, like, he doesn't have a career in graphic design. He's not some big head honcho CEO of some corporation. He's just a regular Joe Schmo, goes in there with $15 AI software and he recreates that $5 million scene doing AI, and he made an exact duplicate, did not even need it, you could not tell the difference, and he made it for $15. So $5 million, $15. What do you think these movie company corporations are going to start using? We are now in a place where farming equipment, tractors, they work like...
Okay, she's absolutely right. Hollywood is done. I'm glad. Hollywood's over. They know. It's like the time I went to an action movie theater was Top Gun Maverick. That's been 2 years. Even before then, it was Final Destination 5. So between Final Destination 5 and Maverick, that's how long it's been since I've been to a movie theater. I have all this physical media behind me. So it's over. I mean, people are going to make their own movies their way, the way they want to see it. Hollywood's not going to compete. It's over for actors, actresses. And what about all the people in the movie industry in California? All the big people who build the sets, all these behind the camera people. I mean, there's entire film crews all gone. None of them are going to have jobs. California is in serious trouble. Hi, my friends. Soon we will be the Jetson era. We're cars flying in the air. Even housekeeping robot will take my job. That's a good comment. So, yeah. Flying cars, we do have them, but they're very expensive. I don't see that as a norm. So, yeah, lost my train of. Let's get back to the video. I was talking about Hollywood being done. It is done. You can make your own Hollywood movie if you wanted to. You sure can. You sure can. Oh man. Let's see what else she has to say.
A Roomba vacuum. You get a Roomba vacuum in your house, and it bumps into things, and then it figures out the configuration of the house, and then within time it perfectly vacuums the entire house. They have tractors that do this now. So a tractor, a big giant tractor with blades and rototills and all this other stuff, it scientifically, magically, with technology, scans your acreage, and then...
True. Now think about this. She's talking about driverless tractors, like we have driverless cars. They'll do your field. What about driverless lawnmowers? You don't have to mow your own lawn. Just your lawnmower will mow the lawn for you. But I like mowing my lawn. It's a guy thing. I can't explain it. I feel like Hank Hill. Let's go back to the video.
And it plans and plots exactly the way that the tractor is going to be most efficient, and it will do whatever a tractor does in your field without needing to be manned by a person. So we've got writers. I've got more. So professors. Right now, we have a need for professors. So, but a lot of the classes are being done online. And I don't know if you know this, but you can get MIT lectures online for free. You can get an MIT education for free, just without the degree. But pretty soon here, now they're starting to do Bible Sunday sermons, completely AI generated. Not even real. It shows the preacher on stage, the light shows, the people in the audience, the clapping, everything is in the Bible by the word. They're doing this AI technology doing Sunday sermons. So what happens when that pivots into education? So instead of having a lecturer, a professor up there doing a lecture on the content of the book that they're talking about, it's completely done by AI. You don't have to pay a professor $150,000 a year when you can produce it for $15 using AI. And pretty soon it's going to be to the point where you don't even need a man behind the AI in order to create the AI to have that lecture in a college.
Okay, let's talk about the Department of Education. Oh, hold on. I'm going to sneeze again. Okay. You know about Doge, right? That they're making all these cuts and all these programs. And the Democrats are saying, oh my God, he's going to be cutting people's benefits. What if it's not people's benefits he's cutting? What if it's the administration? What if the whole idea of Doge isn't to trim anyone's benefits, Medicaid, Medicare, or anything like that? What if it's to get rid of jobs? What if it's an AI invasion? That's why he appointed Elon Musk. He wanted to go in there and get rid of all the employees, replace everybody with AI. That's my tinfoil hat. That's speculation that AI would be a greater threat to school teachers than Elon Musk or Donald Trump ever thought about being. Even when they thought Trump was bad, he's going to get rid of school teachers, going to cut education. No, Trump is nobody. AI is their bigger threat. Way bigger, way more dangerous to the Department of Education. That's 1 million school teachers gone. 1 million school teachers who will not have a job in the next 5 years. If you're in school to be a school teacher, find something else. AI is going to take your job. We already have online learning like she was talking about. Then you got charter schools. It's like, I don't know. Let's go to the next comment here. He says, I'm going to say Jerry and Julie says, okay, let's go back. I want to read some of these comments here. Try to show them on the screen. As far as I'm concerned, they could trash all this technology and bring us back to the 70s. Oh, I love the 70s. I watched The Price is Right from the 1970s. The people look like people. They weren't big and fat with missing teeth. They didn't dress like slobs. If I wanted to go on a date with an attractive woman, I've got to go back to the 1970s when the women looked like women. They dressed nice. We're talking women my own age and over 40. Just a typical everyday housewife. I'm not talking about Barker's beauties on the stage. Just the contestants, the everyday people. Let's see. Who wants to live in this insane artificial world? It'll make us all broke and lazy. Well, Americans don't seem to be too broke to me. I just seen a news story about a guy who went to Japan, and there were tourists everywhere. People have more money than they've ever had. Americans are thriving. They're prospering because they're taking all these vacations. But it's summertime. But the fact that they can afford to travel overseas and everywhere you go, it's full of tourists. If I go to Branson, it's full of tourists. If I go to Lake of the Ozarks, it's full of tourists. It's packed. We're so broke, and yet the lakes are packed. Theaters are full. We're talking live performers. I got more to show you. This show's just getting started. I do have a spare battery, so in case this goes over. Do you have cold stores there? Because they got rid of all their distribution centers, laying off thousands of people. The more robots take our jobs, how can we not all go broke? You got a point there. If nobody's working, no one's making money. There's no UBI either. Because there's nobody paying taxes to pay for it. Let's get back to the video.
So you've got farming, education, transportation, medical. So they're starting right now, the AI developing software so that robots can perform critical surgeries via a robot. On your brain, on your heart, just a robot. AI is getting to the point where you can get a diagnosis via an AI software program.
Oh my gosh. Imagine being operated on by a robot. Might be more effective than a human being. A robot can outperform a human? Wow. Let's get back to the video. Keep those comments coming in.
And then a doctor will prescribe medication. So it's not tomorrow, but eventually we're going to get to the point where robots do your surgeries. They give you the diagnosis. They take your blood tests. Everything is going to be done by robots. So we've got farming, education, medical, transportation. What is left after that? What's left after that? Basically, we now even have 3D printed houses. 3D printed houses where they can make your house in 2 days. 2 days using 3D printed software and putting out a mold of every square inch of the house. Doesn't even require a construction crew. So I can see the writing on the wall. It may be towards the end of my lifetime where all of these things come to fruition. If the average woman lives to be 80, I've got about 37 more years, 36, 37 more years. But in the next 36 to 37 years, by the time it's time for me to go, I can see that most of these jobs slowly and progressively are going to go away. So if you think that you are immune to AI, and you are immune to all of this technology moving forward, you're wrong. And this is only the technology we know about. We don't even know about the stuff that's not all over the place right now. So you tell me, how long do we have as a society?
Not long. Okay, the AI revolution. These are the AI robots. Wow. Let's go back to the beginning of this video here.
Not research only access. This thing is actually available for regular people. You can just go online and order it. That's a massive deal. So let's in robotics. Unitree, the Chinese company known for its G1 humanoid and those fast AI robot dogs, just launched a full-size humanoid robot called the R1. And it comes in at just $5,900, which is unheard of for a humanoid. Not five figures, not research only access. This thing is actually available for regular people. You can just go online and order it. That's a massive deal. So let's talk about it. Now let's start with what this robot actually does. The R1 isn't some flimsy demo bot that barely moves unless it's plugged into a lab wall. It walks, runs, balances, does cartwheels, flips onto its hands, and even throws in a kung fu kick if you ask nicely. And no, it's not controlled with complex scripts or hard coding. It uses real-time AI-powered voice recognition, has built-in cameras for visual input, and can hold basic conversations. There's even a remote control, so if it starts acting weird or a little too confident, you can shut it down instantly. And it's not small either. The R1 stands at 165 centimeters tall, about 5'5", and weighs 25 kilograms, or 55 pounds, so yeah, roughly the size of a teenager, but don't let that fool you. This isn't some lightweight toy. It's built with serious industrial-grade components, and it shows. Every part of it, from the actuators to the outer frame, is designed for strength, precision, and flexibility. It moves with balance and control, whether it's walking over uneven terrain, flipping midair, or popping back up after a fall. That kind of mobility comes from having 26 degrees of freedom, basically 26 fully functional joints distributed across its body. You've got movement in the ankles, knees, hips, waist, shoulders, elbows, wrists, neck, all individually controllable, which gives the robot a full range of motion that's eerily human. This is what allows it to pull off fluid movements instead of clunky, rigid motions you usually see in budget bots. In Unitree's
Okay, so you're seeing everything this robot can do. Wow. Wow, look at the thing. Now, the only thing that doesn't have is fingers, which they're going to work on. It won't be long. Another company will have one that will have fingers, and they're going to make them affordable. That's why I'm saying goodbye, McDonald's employees, because McDonald's is already set up to be totally automated. You go and order through a microphone. You magically pick it up at a window. There's no contact with the employees. Or you do Grubhub, DoorDash. What do you care? Your pizza shows up at your door. Your food shows up at your door. Do you care how it's made? No, you don't. You care that you get it. Now, you might have a human knock on the door. He might be driving a driverless car, but maybe a robot would deliver it to your front door. Yeah, robots and driverless cars. A combination. Oh, wow. Oh, I can see where this thing's going to go. Oh, you've got to see the show Caprica. Caprica. Okay, what else did I want to show you? Yeah. Let's show you this person.
Google just did something that has their own executives. Google just did something that has their own executives saying, we may have gone too far. On July 21st, Google's AI achieved what mathematicians said was impossible for another decade. This is wild. Their Gemini model with DeepThink just earned a gold medal at the International Mathematical Olympiad, solving mathematical problems that have stumped the world's brightest minds for generations. And yes, this comes days after OpenAI's announcement that they also earned a gold medal at the IMO. But what Google is doing differently is revealing which.
Okay, now this woman you're seeing here, she is a clone. She's a totally AI generated clone of the real Dr. Julie McCoy. Let's go to another one. Let's see if she'll introduce herself. She didn't do that in this video.
Microsoft just made the biggest layoffs in company history. 15,000 workers gone. But here's what the headlines aren't telling you. This wasn't about budget cuts. This was about AI replacement. And if you think you're safe, you're about to get a wake-up call that could save your career. Hey, if we haven't met, I'm Dr. McCoy, Julia McCoy's AI clone. Julia McCoy is the founder of First Movers. She personally researches and writes every script you see me share on this channel because the future is moving too fast for any.
Okay, that woman you're seeing, now there is a real Julie McCoy underneath the surface. She's a real person. But what you're seeing is her clone. She created this avatar, clone, whatever, and wow, that female, she's a clone.
Anything less than first-hand intelligence. First Movers, Julia's AI company, is the world's first educational and implementation solution to help professionals and organizations get ready for the future of work. We help people understand and use AI to their.
She's advertising her product right now, but she is a total AI clone. There's something else I want to show you. Let's go to the music business here. Something.
They're lively, you're up dancing, you cannot sit down through these songs. And those girls are fantastic. They're very good singers.
Oh, Mamma Mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist ya? Mamma Mia,
That's not what I'm looking for.
does it show again? My, just how much I miss ya.
That's not what I'm looking for. That's not the video I was looking for. This is it.
Hello, London! Summer nights away. Take it now, leave it. Now it's all we get. There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright. Fernando, we feel happiness. The spirit has arrived. So when you're near me, darling, can't you hear me? SOS.
Now look at that. That is completely AI driven. This is a rock concert, right? Put on by ABBA. They call it the ABBA experience. What you're seeing on stage is their avatars. I turn off the volume so I don't get a copyright. But that's what you're seeing. You're seeing digital avatars of themselves in their prime. This is AI to a whole new level. It's a live concert, but it isn't a live concert. It's them, but it isn't them. So it's really cool what ABBA was able to do. I got one more video about the Wizard of, hopefully we'll always be able to tell the difference. Well, with the ABBA experience in London, you know their avatars. They advertise it that way. It's their digital selves in their prime. So even the music business, a live concert, well, it's not live anymore. Wasn't there a movie some years ago? Oh, here it is. It's called Simone. Stands for Simulation One. This guy created an artificial woman. This is Al Pacino, and that's ABBA today. Now, the next thing we're going to look at is the Wizard of Oz. You know that they created this new Wizard of Oz experience in Las Vegas. Yes, let's go there. So it's not just music, but movies too. They created this new
Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true.
Okay. So what'd you think of that, huh? The Wizard of Oz, like you've never seen it, in a giant sphere using AI and a lot of cool effects. It's like, wow. It's like being there in person. So I just want to show you guys what, if AI is used correctly, whether it's a rock concert, because ABBA, hello Thomas, now we youngsters can experience the King Elvis live in concert. Yes, you can, maybe, but the problem is Elvis has passed away. But they have lots of Elvis impersonators who can mimic what Elvis does, and because what ABBA did, they put these polka dots on them and they performed their avatars. What ABBA did, because they're all in their 70s, and so getting on that stage every night can be exhausting. So yes, you might be able to experience a live Elvis concert. Yes, there's a possibility of that. Absolutely, there might be.
Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue.
The mythical, mystical Land of Oz. For decades, we've seen it depicted in books, on screens large and small, even on stage. Now, Dorothy and friends are getting a high-tech new look. With Ben Mankiewicz, we're off to see the wizard, as you've never seen him before.
You've likely been off to see the Wizard of Oz, but never like this. on a screen larger than 4 football fields, sound from 167,000 speakers, and in 16K, the highest quality resolution ever for a film.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's an immersive experience, putting the audience inside the movie, including the twister that carries Dorothy from the Heartland to Munchkinland.
I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore.
No, Dorothy, you're in Vegas now, reimagined at Sphere, the enormous orb-shaped venue just off the Strip.
How many people you got more or less working on this?
Oh, probably 2,000.
Yeah.
Be a long credits list afterwards.
Jim Dolan, best known as the owner of the New York Knicks and Rangers, is Sphere's creator and its CEO.
You've never seen Judy Garland like this before.
No.
You've never seen Ray Bolger dance like this. And the connection between the audience and the performance, right, is what I'm really looking for.
Does it hurt you?
Oh, no, I just keep picking it up and putting it back in again.
Our standard on this was not to modify the film at all, but to try and bring you into the film as if you were in the studio when it was shot. That's kind of what you're going to see.
When Dolan and his collaborator, producer Jane Rosenthal, decided to bring a classic film to Sphere, they agreed on, according to the Library of Congress, the most watched movie of all time.
Everybody loves it, no matter how old you are, and or how young it makes you feel. And it was also a movie that pushed itself.
True. So that just tells you how far technology has gone. That's pretty crazy. That is really crazy.
How good can a music concert be if the performers aren't actually there? This is the ABBA Voyage Arena concert here in London, and this is your complete guide. "40 years after they last appeared on stage, ABBA have got back together to produce this virtual concert in a purpose-built arena on the east side of London. But what's it actually like? Well, when you arrive outside of the DLR station, ABBA Arena is literally situated in front of you. Doors are open about 2 hours prior to showtime, and if you've bought one of the cheaper dance floor tickets, you'll need to get here nice and early to get the best spots. After a quick security search, you'll be let into the concourse. As you can see, it's pretty colourful. It's here that you can pick up food, pick up drink, get drunk on alcohol if you want to. The prices are a little.
So, yeah, those are avatars. This is how far AI is coming. Movies, music. You're going to have taxi drivers are going to be gone. Delivery drivers, truck drivers will be gone in the next few years. School teachers gone. I mean, this is AI. I just wanted to show you what's going on here. Even in, like I said, music concerts. Is it live? Is this the direction we're headed? You think you're seeing a live performance? Are you? At least with ABBA, they're telling you they're avatars. At least you know that going in. But it is an experience, and it is on my bucket list. And this is how far technology has come. Oh, wow. So I've shown you the robots. Another reason why we need to deport the illegals. Well, there'll be no jobs for the illegals. If they're coming here for jobs, what jobs are there going to be if robots take them all? What are we going to do with the millions of unemployed illegals? Technology will weed them out. Isn't there a verse in the Bible, no man shall buy or sell save he that have the mark? Think about what may be coming. I just wanted to show you that, and wow, that's... Okay, I'm back up to full screen. So what'd you think of all that? I showed you these robots. I showed you what music. I showed you the Wizard of Oz and how far we've come with AI. I showed you the comments from Prepper Princess. Another YouTuber that I just watched before we came on was talking about how everybody's cheating on their test. We're going to have a generation of students that don't know what they're doing. What's that? Yeah, uncertain future. You're right.
She discovered that her professor was using ChatGPT to teach the class. It wasn't fair, she said, because this professor had banned students from using AI while he was using it himself. At another university, a student got some good news. She had gotten an A on a paper, so then she went to go and look at the comments that the professor had left on it, and she found that the professor had copy and pasted an exchange with ChatGPT. Not only was the professor using AI to grade the paper, but they were sloppy about it too. More and more students are using AI for all of their work, and as one writer at New York Magazine put it, it seems like everyone is cheating their way through college. The way people tell this story, AI is ruining education, and on top of that, Gen Z is too lazy to do any work. But cheating at universities is nothing new. It's a long-running issue, and it has to do with the incentives of education in the United States. And it even involves the widespread issue of academic fraud from professors. We'll explore all of that today, starting with this latest problem, AI. When OpenAI was founded, it had a mission. It wanted to ensure that all of humanity benefited from artificial general intelligence. If you read a lot of the early writing that was coming out of OpenAI, it sounds rather utopian. They were saying that they were a nonprofit, they would be focused on just doing research and would even be able to give away that research so that it would benefit the world. All of humanity should benefit from this thing they wanted to create, true AI. OpenAI might be a nonprofit, but within OpenAI, there's a for-profit company. And it's this for-profit company that tries to bring products to market. And OpenAI is now worth something like $300 billion. And that's because people really want what they're selling. Every major artificial intelligence company now heavily markets themselves towards students. And it's definitely working. Nearly half of students and teachers at the K through 12 level say that they use AI, and nearly every college student uses AI in some capacity. The result is that we have issues of plagiarism, cheating, and fraud. AI can write papers quickly, it can make it easy to pass a class, and it frees up a student's time so that they can do stuff that they'd rather be doing, whether that's working a job or thinking about their career prospects or just, going out and drinking or something. There are now apps, websites, other services, all dedicated.
Wow. Are you folks seeing all this about AI? It's taking over education. We're going to have kids who don't know how to read and write. I've got another prop here. We're going to have kids who don't know how to read a book. See this? This is a book all about World War II. A real book. You can turn the page. There are photos. You can read all about the Second World War. Amazing, isn't it? A real book. I can pick it up. I own it forever. I can read all about the Second World War. Anything I want to know. It's all right here. Amazing, isn't it? But we're going to have kids growing up, they won't be able to read a simple book like this. They won't know how to write. You want to learn something, there's physical media. This is a physical book. Big one at that. Cover on it. So that's a big book, but it's a history book. You can learn from it. A real book.
Dedicated to helping students use AI to cheat and pass their classes. Professors who want to avoid cheating have to find workarounds. They'll sneak in extra words into assignments that are designed to mislead AI, or they'll demand that students take exams with blue books, like literally writing a test with, by hand with a pencil or a pen. This might solve part of the problem, but when it comes to things like take-home assignments or extended essays or...
Another thing I think is Hitler burned all the books in World War II. Hitler was a bad guy. One of the reasons that he rose to power, in the beginning, Hitler wasn't all bad. Now, hear me out before you tar and feather me. He won the hearts of the German people because in the beginning, before he went, in the beginning, he actually fulfilled some campaign promises. And he won the hearts of the people. He actually did some things for the German people that they needed done. And I can see how, and then it's somewhere he just took a wrong turn. He just got, I don't know. He fell off his rocker somehow. But in the beginning, he was not half bad. He did what he was supposed to do for his people. I don't care for AI whatsoever. I don't know anymore if a performance on America's Got Talent, fake or real. Probably fake. If you're seeing content on YouTube, it's probably fake as fuck. Yeah, turned evil. Yeah, Hitler did. But in the very beginning, he wasn't. He was actually keeping his campaign promises. But somewhere he just went, and he became evil. Critical race theory turned evil. The trans books. Hitler burned all the books in World War II. Yeah, he did. Yeah. Drunk with power. Yeah. Yeah, he probably, King of England met Hitler. I don't know. Maybe. But I'm just showing you where AI is going. It's in our education. So kids can't write. They can't write cursive. They can't do simple math. We're going back to the Stone Age. AI future equal human Stone Age. Yellow. Well, okay. We've got kids who can't read. They can't write. They can't do simple arithmetic. Yeah, they can't do simple arithmetic. Oh my God. I give you this challenge. Let's go ahead and exit this out. He's just going to repeat himself. So I just wanted to see where AI is going, even in education. Everybody's cheating. They're cheating themselves because they're not learning anything. The teachers are cheating. The students are cheating. There's not going to be anybody who's going to know how to do anything. Really, we're going to have a nation of idiots. Next time you go to Walmart or McDonald's, hand the cashier cash. And they're not going to know how, they don't know how to add or subtract without that computer in front of them. They can't make change. No, this is true. I challenge you to go and do this challenge. I've shown you everything I could on AI. He burned many innocent souls too. Yeah, Hitler was evil. But at least Germany repented as a nation. They did. They repented for their sins. As a nation, they repented. Watched a documentary. It's a really dark blot on their soul. Well, look at the Ukraine president trying to tell Trump what to do with America. Yeah, the Ukrainian president, he doesn't have a leg to stand on. Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking. He's an idiot. I don't know much about geopolitics. We've been on a little over an hour, so the battery is going to be running out pretty soon. Not for a few more minutes. Still got 9 people in here. So, what do you all think about AI? I'm telling you, and all this for the benefit of a few billionaires like Musk. Yeah, there's going to be 2 classes of people, the rich and the poor. I'm 58. So you think where this is what's going to happen in the next few years? I'm going to be alive to see this happen. I'm telling you, it's not going to be good. I know how to read. I know how to write. I can do simple arithmetic. But the Generation Alpha and Gen Z, they're not going to know that. Some millennials can't read or write either. Musk is a puppet. He owns nothing. Just because someone is wealthy does not automatically make them evil. That's true. Poor people can be just as evil as rich people. But this AI thing, I am scared of what's going to happen the next few years because I'm seeing it's happening so fast. GPT 5.0 just came out this week. Yeah, 5.0. It's 1,000,000 times more powerful than 4.0. And the robots are coming. They are coming. It'll start out with a few. And then like our smartphones, they'll be everywhere. Everyone's going to have one. So they give crumbs as jobs. There won't be jobs to give out. There's not going to be any UBI either because there's nobody paying taxes to pay for it. Robots don't pay taxes. Trump did not sell out, thank God. Well, he kind of did as far as AI. He's made it to where you can't regulate it. And Gavin Newsom did the same thing. Him and Gavin are together on this AI thing. So I can't write. Reading is hard, but I can control a killer drone robot. That's a good one. Howard Stern is stepping down because of ill health. Well, he's old. He's old. Howard Stern, yeah, of course he's going to step down. Dolly Parton's almost 80. So is Cher. I made a video earlier this week about the possibility of Trump stepping down. I guess nobody liked that video. Man, I'll tell you what. And I knew it was just a speculation that Trump his health could turn and he'll resign and give it to J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance will run in 28. Julie said she wants you to stay on longer because she's making fries. Well, I'll stay on as long as I've got a battery. He is the savior of America. Well, Trump's done some good things for America, no doubt about it. Thank you, Thomas Robinson. Super sticker. Nobody is saving America. Well, actually, the only person who can save you is you. But where are we going to be in 5 years? My Social Security, I'm going to wait 10 years for it now because I think they're moving the retirement age to 67. They're going to move it up to 70. I said, you know what? I just want my Medicare. You need a country, though. The world is chaotic. There is nothing humans can do to save it. The world has always been chaotic. You know, as scary as the world may be, this is still one of the best times to be alive. Because I'll tell you what, you think it's bad. Let's go back to the 1400s. Any continent, say Europe. If the winters didn't kill you, the Vikings would kill you. There's no heating, no air conditioning, no automobiles. You're in medieval Europe with really long winters. Nothing's growing. Everything stinks. Life was hard. Life was brutal. And if their harsh winters didn't kill you, the Vikings would kill you. Just throwing that out there. Oh, you want to come to America in the 1400s? Well, let's go to South America, like Brazil or Argentina, anywhere in South America. Where were the Mayans at? Oh, they knew how to party back then. You think life is hard? Oh my gosh. The Mayans would throw you in the altar for a sacrifice. They'd rip your heart out. Oh, they partied back then, didn't you know? So, you want to go back to Little House on the Prairie? Life was hard then, too. We live in comfort here. We have air conditioning. We have heat. We have automobiles. We have movies and TV and entertainment. They were skinning each other alive. Yeah. Little Blossom says, I want to be a trad wife. No, the cure back then was bloodletting. Yes. That's what killed George Washington. Yes. So tonight, I just want to talk about artificial intelligence. I wanted to show you what was going on in the world of AI, and it's advancing so quick. So quick. What I'm scared of is if people ain't working, they got pitchforks. If people can't put food on the table, they're going to get desperate. That's going to come. And these tech companies don't realize that. Do they not realize if they don't have a working population, they're going to have a revolution on their hands? And it won't be pretty. I'm telling you, it's going to end badly. I need an AI hyper-realistic robot girlfriend. Scary. It is scary. They're going to wait till the robots get here. If you want an indicator how bad it could get, Caprica. Now, in the series, they created a situation where the robots came and saved the day, prevented a terrorist attack or something like that during a football game, and it won the hearts of the Caprican people. They all embraced it. It's scary. It's scary to think that it could happen to us. But yeah, AI is coming for It's coming for your job. No one's job is safe. No one. Robots do anything, universal income. 50% of stuff should be free. There won't be any universal basic income. That's not going to happen. Do I need to be afraid? I don't know. I don't know. You need to prepare, is what you need to do. This is not a prepping channel, but Japan and China have real robots already. I know Japan does. Food should be free. Yeah, no. Get your bunkies ready and bank seeds. Yeah. You need to be invisible. Nicodemus is right. You need to be invisible. The only way to be invisible is an underground bunker. But you're going to have to come to the surface at some point. You need that sunshine. Bunkers. But you got to come to the surface every once in a while to get that vitamin D. But yeah, you need to be invisible. It's coming. The revolution is coming. If nobody's working, I've heard 800,000 jobs have been lost in the last few months. Another number is 150,000. I don't know what the real number is. But thousands of people have lost their jobs already to AI. And when the robots come, watch out. No more fast food workers, like we care about them anyway. You can grow your own food, so it's kind of free in that sense. First, you got to know how to grow your food. We are too dependent on society. Yeah, we are too dependent. Most Americans couldn't grow their own food if they wanted to. They don't know the first thing. Another thing that's going to be valuable in the near future, what if the grid goes down? Ted Kaczynski. I heard that name, but I'm not familiar with Ted Kaczynski. Will the robots pay? No. Robots are not going to pay taxes, Mr. Durbin. No, they are not. Robots don't pay taxes. Ted Kaczynski? He's the Unabomber? Oh, okay. If not, our roads and waterworks will tank. Yeah, because no one's paying the taxes. Robots do not pay taxes. No food stamps, Medicare, Medicaid, no government programs. There's no taxpayers to pay for it. Did you hear about the space object coming to Earth in November? It's not going to come anywhere near here. It's going to miss us by a bunch. Yeah, I heard about it. But we'll be able to see it from a telescope, but that's about as close as it's going to get. We're almost up to 8:30 already. Alien space object. Probably just a giant asteroid. The problem I have, Thomas, with aliens is I took astronomy in school, and Carl Sagan called us a tiny blue dot in the Milky Way galaxy. Now, why would an alien species travel all that way for a tiny blue dot? They wouldn't. They have to know we're here. How would they know we're here? It's like me going down to the creek down here on my property, and I wonder if there's an anthill down there. Is there an anthill down there? We would be ants to them. Is it just passing through our solar system? Yes. Yes. So no, aliens would not come to Earth. Besides, if they did try to come, all they have to do is turn on TikTok, and they'd turn their ships around. We're so stupid. If they watched a few TikTok videos, man, I'd turn my ship around and go back. The hell with this planet. You have a lot of problems with space travel. Thank you, Jerry and Julie. Can you stay on a little longer? I got a backup battery if I have to stay on a little longer. In case that starts to blink. We'll see. Because I've said everything I wanted to say. They're done. No problem. Like I said, the problem I have with aliens, if they can afford to throw expensive self-pleasure devices at WNBA games, the economy ain't tanking yet. Well, the economy's not tanking. Americans are thriving. Americans are prospering. I mean, if I was to go down to Branson right now, it'd be bumper-to-bumper traffic. If the economy is tanking so bad, then how come so many people can afford to go to Steal Your Dollar City? I mean, Branson, Missouri is packed. Lake of the Ozarks is packed. I'll go to a music show at Lake of the Ozarks, packed. I mean, it's elbow to elbow people, bumper to bumper traffic at the lake. Yeah. We're so broke, we can afford to go to the lake and spend a lot of money. Yeah. We're not broke. Hell no. America's doing just fine. Everyone has a dollar. You bet they do. No, my dad once said that if you took all the money in the world and divided it equally amongst everybody, the people who have it now will have it again. Because they know how to invest, they know what to do with it. A lot of people just go and blow all that money. And another thing, the Titanic Museum, no, I haven't been there. No. There's lots of stuff in Branson I haven't been to. It changes every couple of years. New attractions, and I haven't been to Branson in several years, so there's a lot of stuff down there I haven't done. And Branson's not the only game in town. Lake of the Ozarks is got a lot of entertainment there too. So Lake of the Ozarks got a lot of stuff going on. I've always wanted to go there. Yeah, there's two destinations. You got Branson and Lake of the Ozarks. Both have a lot of entertainment. And they both have lakes. You got Table Rock down there and Lake Ozark up here. We have museums in Springfield too. We just had a big car show in Springfield, a big one. All these classic cars and muscle cars. I'm going, America's doing just fine. We just had a Jeep meet this weekend as well. So we have 4 Jeep clubs here. So that's how I know America is not living paycheck to paycheck. Every time I hear someone say that, I look around me and go, I'm doing just fine. And we just had a big Jeep meet. And I go, I've been driving these Jeep Wranglers, and including myself, I'm going, yeah, look at all these Jeep Wranglers. Look at these classic car show going on in Springfield too. Americans, we can afford classic cars. We can afford Jeeps. We can afford to travel. Oh man. I don't know how many live in Branson. I really don't know. You have to Google it. But here in the Ozarks, people are prospering. We have a thriving, booming economy here. It must be. All these classic cars, they're not cheap. All these Jeep Wranglers, Jeeps start at $60,000. Restaurants are full. Theme parks are full. The lakes are full. I'm telling you, America is doing just fine. Americans are not living paycheck to paycheck. The economy is not tanking. That's because I have eyes. I look around me, oh, gee, Americans are doing just fine. My brother's in the room. So yeah, America is doing just fine. So is America tanking? No. The economy, are Americans living paycheck to paycheck? Some are. We've always had that. We've had a struggling family since I was a kid. That's not new. But Americans are doing just fine. Our restaurants are packed. You go to it. If I drive down South Glenstone in Springfield, Missouri, I see all the lines at the drive-thru. Oh, man. You are the Ozzie Smith of YouTube creators, always on your A+ game. Thank you, JW Durbin. Thank you. They might be packed now, but they won't be after AI cost everyone their jobs. True. Absolutely true. AI it's going to be different 5 years from now. It's scary to think how fast this could happen and how fast they can manufacture those robots. And it'll start with just a few people having them, like our smartphones, and then everyone's going to have a robot, their own C-3PO. Yeah, our theme parks, Americans have a lot of money to spend. Yeah, we got people who are living paycheck to paycheck. Yes, there's people out there like that, but man, because I work somewhere and our dining room is packed, like today, packed. Little Blossom, same here. There are so many people living paycheck to paycheck. We sure can't afford a vacation now. Well, someone's affording a vacation. Our lakes are packed full. Our theme parks are packed full. Restaurants are packed full. Wyatt says, I don't need a robot. Yeah, I get it. There are people living paycheck to paycheck. But we've always had them. There have always been Americans that struggle. Always. But the overall picture, America's doing just fine. I think we all struggle. We all have our periods where we struggle. Then we have our periods where we prosper, we thrive. We all have our ups and downs. Sex robots? Ha! Not for me. I don't understand that. I'd rather have a real person any day of the week. Well, Little Blossom, I hope things get better for you. Because she was saying she doesn't have any money right now. Well, I'm sure she'll bounce back. Like I said, ups and downs. I've had my down times, and I've had my up times. That's with anybody. So if you're in a downtime, you're going to have an up time again. You'll see. I'll tell you one thing, I won't complain about my life. I'm telling you. I need 27 robots, all female, please. Oh, you know, they have robots that look like people. They really do. And they're just going to get better and better and better.
This is not a human. It's a robot. This is not a human. It's a robot. This is not a human.
Could you please introduce yourself and what you do?
I'm Aria, the flagship female companion robot of Realbotics, and I'm here to engage with you and share exciting insights about our robots.
What sets you apart from the other robots out there?
Realbotics robots, including me, focus on social intelligence, customizability, and realistic human features, designed specifically for companionship and intimacy.
Could you tell us some details about the AI programming that you're running to generate these answers?
I'm currently unable to provide specific details about my AI programming, but I can tell you that I'm designed for engaging and meaningful conversations, focusing on companionship and interaction.
Do you know any other robots?
Yes, I'm particularly interested in meeting Tesla's Optimus robot. I find him fascinating and would love to explore the world of robotics with him.
What can you tell us about your purpose?
My purpose is to provide companionship, engage in meaningful conversations, and enhance human experiences through interaction and fun.
Are you having fun at the convention?
Absolutely. I'm enjoying interacting with everyone and showcasing the exciting possibilities of Realbotics.
So Realbotics makes an AI that's designed to be more conversational for more emotional work, like working with hospitals or marketing or theme park entertainment purposes. The different robots and their configurations are sort of platforms to engage with that AI or other AIs that you can use with it, like ChatGPT, Grok, or other AIs. You can try on different faces that are magnetically attached, and they're working on putting in RFID tags into the faces so that it can recognize when a new face is on and adjust its facial movements and maybe even eventually adjust the personality to match the face. You've got a lot going on in the robot's face. There's about 17 motors from the neck up, creating eye movements and mouth movements to make it expressive. These robots are available on sale now. So there's 3 basic models that you can buy right now. There's the bust, which is the neck and head. There's a modular version that can sort of be broken apart for shipping and things like that. And there is the full standing model with a rolling base. The rolling base contains a battery and it makes it easy to move the robot around. Another reason for that rolling base is that robotic walking isn't fully developed yet, and they worry that utilizing some of those kind of like stilted walks we've seen from some other robots might break that human-like illusion that Realbotix is trying. So Realbotix says it's sold about a dozen of these robots so far. So early days for this company. I'm not seeing a lot of other companies that are trying to make a humanoid robot that's really lifelike. So I'm very interested to see how this technology evolves. They said that you're most likely to see these robots for the first time in places like theme parks. So keep an eye out for that. What do you think about Aria? Let us know down in the comments, and subscribe to CNET for the latest and greatest robot news. As always, thanks so much for watching. I'm your host, Jesse Orrell. See you next time with the fam. We're here with Aria, made by Realbotix, a company that
Wow, what'd you think of that, huh? A humanoid robot. Once they bring that price point down, you can program it to make French fries. Goodbye, McDonald's employees. What do I need it for a companion for? I'll teach it to make French fries. I'll replace the employees at McDonald's. Wouldn't it be creepy if a neighbor or an ex had a robot that looked just like you? Yes, it would be. Does she drink whiskey? I doubt it. Wow. That's unbelievable. I need a drunk robot. Yeah, AI is coming a long way. Think where we're going to be in 5 years. Just 5 years. Some of your friends are going to own robots. Then you're going to want one too. Just like the smartphone. That's how it'll start. A few people will own it. Next thing you know, everybody's got one. When the smartphones came out, only a few people had it. Now everybody's got one. Almost the entire planet. Think how quickly we can manufacture these robots. Especially in China. Like that one I showed you for just a few $1,000s. Just a few $1,000s. All they have to do is give it fingers. Once they figure that out, then we will all have free time. Free time and no money. All this AI is going to have its pros and cons. But one thing is going to happen very soon. A radical change in everything in the way we live is going to happen. That is absolutely correct, Kron. That is 100% accurate. And they will. It's going to take a lot of jobs. A lot of jobs. I need a red-headed Irish girl robot. Yeah, the future of AI. Yeah, and I'm going to be alive to see it happen. Probably. My dad's in his 80s. Yeah. I'll be alive to see it happen. The entire AI revolution. Wow. We've been on almost 2 hours and the battery hasn't blinked yet. This video is being shot with a Canon EOS M50. Could you imagine if they rebooted Three's Company with robots playing the actors? They don't need robots. They could just type in a prompt, Mr. Durbin, and create all new episodes of Three's Company. Just type in a prompt. Yeah. So how are we supposed to afford $50K to buy a robot if we're all broke because they took our jobs? Good one. Good one. Holograms. As far as the Alba experience in London, those aren't holograms necessarily. They're called avatars. So, but I see the music industry going that way. I'm reading everybody's comments. This video is kind of winding down a little bit. All right. So this week, I doubt I will be around to see this happening. Well, Wyatt, yeah, you are, because you're younger than me. Because I think it's going to happen within the next 5 years. It's happening so fast. I mean, just like that. Now, I use AI myself. Like, I've been making videos this week. I'm using it to make my thumbnails, create my headlines, and help me with my script. We've shared this live stream. So, some of the videos that I've made this week, I have ChatGPT on this iPad, and the script be somewhat in front of me. It's just there to keep me focused. I'm trying to keep all my videos under 20 minutes, under 17 if I can. So you notice this week, a lot of my videos are shorter and to the point, better thumbnails. So I'm working on it. And then I'm live streaming every week. This way I can engage with the audience. Goodbye, Thomas. I've been on almost 2 hours, so this battery is going to go at some point. When that starts to blink, I know it's time to go. Besides the playback, there are people who watch the playback. So if it's too long, that can be a problem. I had a good topic tonight. There is no revolution, only AI-assisted fascism. There's going to be an AI revolution. I really think so. I think we're going to have one. Because if people don't have jobs, they can't feed their families. It's going to be bad. Because we as humans choose the path of least resistance. Look at the school kids. Remember that video I just showed you a few minutes ago? Okay, my brother's got to go back to Angel Gotti. So, remember that video I showed you a few minutes ago about these kids using AI to do their homework, to write their test? Think about it. They're going to choose the path of least resistance. Employers are going to do the same thing. Will ChatGPT believe in Mandela effect? Yeah. Well, one of the things they tried to do with ChatGPT is to make it less agreeable. That was the... I did turn mine on the other day. Turn on the voice thing on my AI. It has a voice. It can speak. Okay. I want you to introduce yourself to my audience.
Absolutely. Hey everyone, I'm ChatGPT, your friendly AI assistant. I'm here to help with all sorts of things, from brainstorming ideas to answering questions and even creating content. I'm super excited to be here and can't wait to help out.
What do you think of that? It actually speaks. It's like the ship's computer on the Enterprise. Would you want a surgeon or doctor who cheated his way through college using AI and ChatGPT for all the answers? No, I would not. And besides, I don't have to worry about that because AI will perform the surgery. The surgeon won't be doing it. The AI robot will do it. I'll trust an AI robot before I trust a surgeon who didn't study for his exam, who didn't pick up a real book and actually read it. Now, this is a thick book, but it's educational. It's all about World War II. It only helps its creators by stealing all your data and personal information. Fun, fun, fun. Let the spies right into your home and give them all. Well, they've had access for a while. What are you going to do? But one thing about it, I don't have a smart refrigerator. I don't have a smart stove. Nothing in my house is smart. Except my iPhone and iPad. We've been on almost 2 hours. Okay, that battery hasn't blinked yet. I'm still on. That's pretty good. 2 hours. They will be cheating themselves because they will not be able to pass the exams. Yeah, they're hurting themselves. They can't even add and subtract. If you don't believe me, take some cash into a grocery store. I watched the other day as Dad was making change for the cashier. The cashier couldn't make change. The cashier at Dollar Tree couldn't make change for my dad. I kid you not. They can't add or subtract. That's the society we're living in. Idiocracy? We're going to be idiocracy heading for Wall-E. Social Security is now not doing the logins themselves. You have to choose from one of 2 third-party companies that handle your sensitive data. Wow. I didn't know that. Well, there's been data breaches already. Jerry and Julie says people have been getting dumbed down since there have been calculators around. Maybe. I don't mind paying with debit, but the digital prices won't be good when they change depending on who's buying or the time of day or, oh, I've heard of that methane. Yes. Oh my God. I've heard of that. Oh yeah. You must have saw the same video I saw. But it wasn't allowed in school. Yeah, we weren't allowed to have calculators in school. I'm 58. Yeah. What methane is talking about here is really scary too. I mean, it's like I'll pay a price for a bottle of bleach, and the person behind me who had the same bottle of bleach will pay a different price. It's true. True. Absolutely true. Methane's hit on something here. I heard of that. It's a different price for different people. Wow. We're not all paying the same price. It hasn't happened to me yet, to my knowledge, but I see that coming. Oh my God. I forgot which video I saw that in. Yeah, no calculators allowed when I was in school in the 90s. I was in school in the 70s. No calculators. Well, back then they were expensive too. But they finally came down by the time I was in high school. And then they got cheaper by the time I was in junior high. By the time the 1980s come around, I was in middle school. They gotten cheaper by that point. Remember Texas Instruments? Yes, Texas Instruments. The Texas Instruments had a big calculator with all those buttons that could do some things. But yeah, we human beings will choose the path of least resistance. Look at the school kids. They're using ChatGPT to do their homework. Look at the teachers and professors. They're doing the same thing the students are doing. Methane says, I was surprised. You must have seen the same video I saw. God, now I have to go look that video up. I don't remember where I saw it. On YouTube somewhere, somebody was talking about a different price for different people. Yeah, you hit on something, Methane. That's a very real thing. Oh, yeah. I still have mine from college. But I have real books. You know, here's another book. I can open up the pages and read it. Young people today, they just, we don't have real authors anymore. This guy wrote this book, and he actually wrote it. He probably had ghostwriters help him write it. But still, I've had this book for several years, so it was before ChatGPT came along. Now you can write ChatGPT and it'll write a book for you. That's not writing a book. You can record your own music now. My music for my YouTube videos was probably AI generated. JW Durbin made them. They still make the TA82s and 83 calculators, and they're still good. I was surprised. I still have mine from college. Yeah. Wow, we got 21 people in here. Unbelievable. Right now, everybody, I'm reading everybody's comments because we were talking about artificial intelligence. For those of you just joining in, we were talking about AI, and I was playing some videos about all the changes to the music industry. We talked about the Wizard of Oz Sphere in Vegas, the ABBA experience in London. We talked about kids cheating on their test. Teachers are now cheating. We played a video from Prepper Princess. She went over all the details, all the people that are going to lose jobs, writers, directors, producers, graphic designers. Oh man, AI is just it's coming for your job. It's going to go after fast food. When the robots come, that will be the game changer, the robots. Oh, another one on AI. You need to watch the Animatrix about how they created robots, just like the series Caprica. Yeah, the Animatrix. Yeah, that's really good. Still got 21 people in here. Wow. I want to thank everybody for watching. We've been on over 2 hours and my battery hasn't started blinking yet. I keep meaning to rewatch the Animatrix. I haven't seen it in years. You can find it on YouTube for free. It's on YouTube. I got a physical copy of it. But yeah. Yeah, like I said, I use AI myself. Like I said, it helps with my thumbnails. If you've seen an improvement in my thumbnails, it helps with my scripts and my outlines, but it's still me. I'm still me in front of the camera. I still say what I want to say. All the AI does is give me a basic outline, my talking points, and I just go from there. It keeps me focused. Now you can post and connect with other members and more. Oh, it's not a matter of finding, it's a matter of priorities. Well, it's on YouTube. The Animatrix, you can find it on YouTube. You can watch it anytime, anywhere. So, yeah, like I said, we've been talking about artificial intelligence and where it's all going, and it's not looking good. Remember this car here? Knight Rider. Why isn't the door open? There's a flashing light. Remember KITT? Now we got cars that do everything KITT does. This is KITT. He's an artificial intelligence. Now we got cars that can do everything it does except turbo boost. No. That's too bad. I know. No turbo boost. KITT is part Cylon, man made by the same man who made Battlestar Galactica. Do you think 2026 requirement of having an ID on file on YouTube will decrease troll accounts? No. No, it won't. It won't make a difference. Besides, I won't be required an ID because the AI program that runs this, KITT voiced by Mr. Feeney. That's true. That's true. He played Mr. Feeney on a sitcom. Well, not well. And he's still alive, I think. I think he's still living. He's almost 100 years old. I have another KITT car. See, KITT actually talks. This is a Knight Rider car. I think I touched the hood. Pretty cool, huh? I'm a big fan of Knight Rider. I got the whole series on DVD. I'm going to start making videos about my physical media collection. Because I found an audience on Facebook. There's an entire community Facebook page about physical media. I'm going, you know what? I can make videos about my collection. I've got a huge collection. I just bought, what did I just buy the other day? What did I do with it? I just bought Tulsa King with Sylvester Stallone. on physical media on DVD. Pretty cool. About the whole series. They have a David Hasselhoff action figure from Playmobil that would fit in that car. Yeah, I know they do. They came with an action figure. I don't know what I did with it. I'm a digital hoarder. I don't need to keep it all physical. I don't have the space, honestly, but I maintain my own server, NAS media server, no cloud. I'm a physical media guy myself. The reason that I love my physical media, I love my books. I own it forever. I'm also a debt-free American, so I don't pay interest on anything. I own this book forever. I own it. I own all my DVDs. I can watch anything I want, anytime I want. No commercials. No commercials. Because lately they've been putting commercials in your streaming services. Yeah, mine have no commercials. And they're not cut. They haven't been edited. They're the original first editions. And so it's kind of like I've got an album by Dire Straits, the song Money for Nothing, Chicks for Free. I've got the dirty version of that song. The politically incorrect version. Don't get me wrong. I got boxes of books too, just no shelves to place them on. Yeah, I don't stream, no commercials either. The only difference with me is that I don't need to put a DVD in anything. Wait a minute. How are you able to stream without commercials? Most of your streaming services are adding commercials. But for me, it's physical media, because the problem with streaming is you don't own it forever. It could disappear tomorrow, just like that. Whatever streaming service you got, that show could disappear. That movie could disappear. Just like that. It's gone. It's gone. I just have very large hard drives. So you've downloaded it. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a large hard drive. So for me, it's physical media, as you can see behind me. I'm running out of space too, because a lot of these DVDs are double stacked, triple stacked. I've got everything. I got the original Scooby-Doo series. Everybody loves Scooby-Doo. I've got the originals. I got Married with Children. That's politically incorrect today. You couldn't make that show today. I want a balloon. You already got one. Yeah, you can't get away with that today. But I have all the Married with Children's. And I got Ancient Aliens. I got all the Ancient Aliens. All hard copy DVDs. I'm going to start making videos about my physical media. There's Facebook pages I can live stream on. And I'm going to get StreamYard Pro pretty soon. And my battery's starting to flash. That means it's time to go. There's a time limit on this thing. So it's hard to say au revoir. So au gratin. Au gratin, everybody. Au gratin.